Okay, there we go. Hello everybody, my name is Regular Gamer Alex. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy 16 Rising Tide DLC.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
I guess we need to cross like a river or something. Unless you're talking about the broken ship that's literally over there. And a few bugs. Yeah, I see what you mean by the ships.
Surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens
Spiders.
when the Icon of Water gets angry?
That's
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
yeah, to be fair, even I could have... No way! Are those tonberries? Tonberry creeper, are you kidding me? Tonberries!
Thunberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp
It
knives.
mainly, I will admit, they look really weird. Normally, tonberries are like extremely small, but these ones are not. They're a lot taller than most tonberries are. Yeah, their look is a lot creepier than I thought they would be. Normally tonberries in Final Fantasy games always look very cutesy. And that's what makes them more terrifying, but the fact they basically one-hit kill when they actually, hit us. So seeing them look less adorable is kind of creepy and off-putting. Okay, so... both ways lead to where we need to go. Well, let's grab this from the left side, and then we'll... Magic Ash. Okay, let's grab whatever was over here to the right. Yeah, normally tonberries are like very small and adorable looking because they're adorable, yet they one-hit kill most enemies when they actually, hit. This time they just look off-putting. They look creepy instead of a normal adorable look. There we go. Looks like there's another item over here. We could go ahead and... Oh! It's a flan. Or a quindom. Okay, it's a flan variant. I'm trying to remember if there is a targeting button. There is, okay. Do this. Ow! Yeah, I gotta use a potion. I'm hurting over here. Nope. Ow! I was trying to stun him. There we go. Do the flare. It's like a mini boss. Or just, I guess, a lead enemy. And last but not least, boom! That's how you get rid of him. Goblin coin, thank you. Yeah, I didn't remember there was like maybe a block mechanic to this game. And it seems that... Whoops. The only one is kind of a little dash ability. I do kind of wish the game had like a block for attacks, like with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. They had like a little blocking mechanic for parrying and such. I feel like that would have been perfect for this kind of game. But it happens. Man, that looks really cool.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
Yep, I see the bridge from here. Is that an adamantoise? Because I see a turtle shell right there. That's an adamantoise. Was it Archeon? Oh, come on. You can't tell me that's not an adamantoise. You cannot tell. Ow! Oh. No, you don't.
Might I inquire about the way of life?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. Worries about his people.
Come on. Ooh! No, you don't. Come on, he's almost stunned. Cyclone. What? Why did my Cyclone get canceled? It stopped midway through. Oh, I probably hit his shell. That's probably what caused it. Here we go. Diamond Dust. Judgment Bolt. And bada boom. That's how we take care of you. Okay. See an item over here. Let me grab this. Yeah, we're getting a bit low on our HP here, but we should be getting... We should... Wait, do we heal from going to the obelisk? I don't actually remember if we heal by going near the obelisk or not. Take those. Just a few of those bees. Yeah, this thing. Does this heal us by going near it? I don't remember if it does or not.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him.
That's true.
I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first Dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
That is true. We battled against Odin after he split the ocean apart like he was Moses. So yeah, I forgot about that. This game is definitely one of the most cinematic games with its fights and whatnot, especially cutscenes. It's definitely one of the most cinematic, to say the least. The Surge. Yep, head on over there. Oh yeah, that's cool. A giant tidal wave literally stopped in motion.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Walius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
Yeah, if we actually are able to help him, then the baby will actually be able to have a life.
Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Well, it's better than the mainland, where most of the planet's already dead or taken up by the Blight.
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Well, let's go meet the kid.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Jesus, yeah, we can see them.
Untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
It isn't.
It's not.
That baby's been stuck as a baby for over a century.
There. Up ahead.
The light looks like it's still far away, but it could be a matter of perspective. Shaped like a crater.
Down in the center. Follow me.
Just stuck there in suspended time.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old
When he
enough to
turned into the
understand what was
Phoenix.
happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
Yeah, we were there when he turned into the Phoenix, because that's when Clive
The victim
turned into
of
Ifrit.
unforgivable sin. Committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing Dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
But isn't everyone?
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the Dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Will this actually fully work, though? That's the question. That's not good. He's trying to fight back against him.
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it working? It looks like it's working.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
That's not Leviathan. Was it some sort of guardian?
Just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Did I really just gain Leviathan's powers already? Okay, apparently I did. Yep, power water is claimed portion of Icon Leviathan's essence. Okay. Access such as Crosswell, an escapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Okay, Leviathan's feet. Serpent's cry can be used to summon Clive's off-arm AC spinning serpent capable of dealing precision strike to enemies at great distance, so it's a gun. Press square in a state will unleash a tidal torrent, multiple burst water capable of forcing knockback to small creatures. Projectile tidal stream, okay. Using this attack will deplete your tidal gauge, become unavailable when the gauge is empty. The gauge slowly replenish over time, can be refilled quickly by pressing O. Time a second pass pressed perfectly on screen, probably immediately refill the gauge. Dodge. R1 again while dodging will cause Clyde roll in the air, extending dodge even further. A dodge mechanic, about time!
Is that Leviathan?
No, just an eddy. But a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Okay. Nope, I messed that one up. Okay, let's try some of these abilities. Deluge! It is minigun mode! Okay, about Crosswell. There we go. Okay, these abilities are actually pretty fun. I messed up timing there. Yeah, okay, I like the dodge roll this gives us. Infinity? Luge? Man, this is doing a lot of damage. Yeah, this is going really well, actually. Okay, let me try and do a ow. Oh, I need to heal. I need to heal. I tried dodging out the way, but clearly that failed. I messed that up. Here we go. Yeah, at least this is not bad. This is actually pretty fun. There we go. Deluge. And this last one. Boom. Okay, yeah, that's pretty fun. Interesting. Interesting. I like the dodge roll. I really do like the dodge roll it has. That could be so helpful to have. Aquarius or ooh, used in crafting. I like the sound of that.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know.
Maybe somehow he's actually awake and seeing all this?
Anyone. until now.
Maybe
Child
it's
has
an
been
instinct
banned
because
for
there's
half
a
century.
dominant near us.
If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
I'm sorry, Walyas. I will make this right.
Okay, so draining the power from him did not exactly have the intended conclusion that we were hoping for. So what's more to the story?
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
Okay, but first, let's take a look at our abilities now that we have, well, a whole new... Yeah, we got Leviathan now. Servant's Cry. It's interesting. It's definitely an interesting idea of powers that are interesting, but... Well, let me look at its abilities. Yeah, Leviathan's been channeled. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, Servant's Cry. It's an interesting idea. It's definitely interesting. Deluge, that one could be helpful. Crosswell's not a bad idea for crowd control. Was Abyssal Tier. Murky Deaths at Sea. And when the time is right, summon forth an abysmal storm that hones in on nearby enemies. Okay. Tsunami, conjuring a whirling wave of titanic proportions, swallow up and spit out all enemies caught in the surf. Okay, so that's basically this version of the ultimate attack. Yeah, because Diamond Dust is always Shiva's. Man, we got some upgrades we could do. I completely forgot about this whole point system we have. Because ones we use are Judgment Bolts. Oh, that's because they're expensive. Jesus. Okay, should we give Tidal Wave a go? Yeah, we'll switch out with Diamond Dust just to give it a go. We'll upgrade it. Can I equip it, or do I need to master it to equip it? Looks like I need to master it to even equip it. Okay, well then I don't mind mastering it just to give it a tryout. Yeah, we'll switch it with Diamond Dust for now. Yeah, just give it a little bit of a try. Also, we should probably head over to the smith real quick and see if there's anything new we can make with the materials we just got, if I don't get stuck.
And what are you two drawing?
Where's the smith again? We just helped him out. I see him. Just over here. He did get a new material, but I don't know if it's used for a weapon or anything.
Yes?
Okay, new weapon, Tide Strike. Not nearly as good as the weapon we already have, sadly. Don't equip. Sadly, our weapon is still stronger, so we'll keep it for now. Plus, I had the the Buster Sword skin on it.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
Oh.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon.
They arranged him on purpose.
Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on.
Okay.
So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Well, things didn't go as planned.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals.
Yep.
So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the Dome of Light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now, there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
True.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
The Ver is not
And a
easy
new
to
side
find.
quest. Multiple.
You must
Wow,
first
okay, a
go
lot
north
actually.
And then west, deeper into the forest.
Okay, well this DLC is a lot bigger than I expected. I mean, the last one didn't even give us any extra side quests or anything.
Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fanit, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too,
But
this affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest.
Did we somehow cause
I'm
it?
starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether.
Yeah,
You
possibly.
said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
Sure.
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
Makes sense. We'll quickly finish up this little side quest, and we'll continue from there. Hey, Pavat.
Oh, do you need something?
I do, though not from the forge. Fanit asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that...
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Well, let's go ask him.
Maybe. I'll go and speak with him.
She showed them the surge.
Oh, there he is. Excuse me.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
We have a question to ask you.
Your name is Blazier, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Pavad tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
That's what we're wondering
I
about.
doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Oh, I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods. Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go.
Oh, he must have found something
It was like
then.
He was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what, but he never told me anyway.
Well, that certainly does sound unusual. And it might just be what Fanit is looking for. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Oh, and when you say Talor, wish him the best from me, yeah?
What is happening here?
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, it just, yeah. In every other Final Fantasy game, Tom Berry's always been so cutesy. They're not so cutesy in this one. Very much so. Okay, these are choppers. I am curious they one-hit kill us, though. Because normally, chocobos do one-hit kill when they actually, you know, get a hit on. Oh, wait, no, this is perfect time for me to try out, where is it? Tsunami! Oh, wow, that does a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, that works. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is powerful. Let's get rid of the rest of ya. You're the last one. There we go. Oh yeah, Tsunami works wonders. I'm glad we got that new ability.
Let's see what's on this altar then.
It's a necklace.
A silver chain.
Okay, close enough.
I doubt the Tombury's made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
Okay, we grabbed a chain, but is the guy going to get any better, or?
Well, did you find anything?
I did. This silver chain.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Worn by men of the faith. What's it doing here? And why would the Tomburys be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tomburys are. They feed on hatred and suffering. And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
So you think someone's put a Tombury curse on Talor?
I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale.
It doesn't seem like it's a tale anymore.
Fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar. I don't know what else to think.
Does Talor have any enemies in the village? Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
I beg your pardon.
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go but back to its source.
Oh.
He cursed himself.
It sounds like it.
Trying to curse another eye.
When my father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall on trading expeditions. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Grieger's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now. Let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thank you. I shall.
Yeah.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have this. We call it an adder stone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell. Stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise.
Oh,
if you
okay.
find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested, like.
I am, thank you. And I'll be sure to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
Okay, yeah, he cursed himself with a Tonberry curse. Great. That's a first. Looks like we leveled up, so I guess we're level 51 now? Okay, yeah, I thought level 50 was like the max level, but clearly that's not the case. Servant's Ring. Oh, cool. Yeah, got a new recipe unlocked as well. But I will admit, a lot of these other side quests are kind of just boring fetch quests, just like moving 2 feet to grab an item and giving it back. Enhance. Oh, okay, I see. Stones. Okay. Maiden's March. Okay, it's a little ways ahead. It's a good thing we had to that side quest to get Chocobo back, but I might edit that out because it's kind of boring.
Those cliffs aren't the only way to the top.
I will admit, this DLC is fun so far, but side quests are rather on the boring side. Not really too interesting, you know? But that's the side quest. The main quest is the big thing. Take that. I think I see the start to the ruins here.
Are these the ruins?
Yep, I see an actual Aztec-looking temple over there, like this is something you see out of Uncharted.
As the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must
And some
have
scorpions,
been here.
great. Yeah, come on, that looks like an Aztec temple you'd see in like Tomb Raider or Uncharted. You cannot tell me otherwise. I see the Deathstalkers over there. Oh, you know what, let's go fight the scorpions. Why not? Do you not see me? Well, now you do. I missed. Where did that other scorpion come from? Did he just teleport in? Well. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Tsunami! This is so fun to use. Oh yeah, this was the right ultimate move to get. Yeah, that is just brutal. Oh, looks like I missed one more. Though this should finish you off. There we go. Were you hiding a treasure? Oh, you were. Ooh, thank you, thank you. Okay. Yeah, we're getting close to the ruins, but I think this is a good place to go ahead and stop and end this video here. Yeah, I think this DLC is going to be longer than the previous one, which I'm all happy about. I felt like the last DLC, while it was fun, it was definitely felt like it was shorter than I wanted it to be. Okay. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe since it supports me and the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.